Here's a situation that has left me slightly baffled. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand where the confusion comes from. I
Mhm.
don't understand where anything at all was weird.
Caption here, it says, she said I made it weird, but did I? Really? Check it out.
But here we are.
Okay.
Let me paint you a picture.
We're listening.
I'm out and about one day and I meet this young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Flirting starts to happen. We exchange numbers. Everything's good. As luck would have it, we discover that we live rather close to one another. Now, we're not next door neighbors or anything like that, but we live rather close to each other. So we could easily be called neighbors, just not really next door neighbors. It's
Right.
not the point of the story, really. Um, but we start texting, we start calling, everything's fine. We go on a first date. Again, everything's fine. On our date, we go out for a walk, we're laughing, we're joking, we're talking. We go to dinner, we're laughing, we're joking, we're talking. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
We come back. Again, everything was good. I've been on plenty of dates, and I can say that this date was pretty good. It was a lot of fun. We learned a lot about each other. There was a lot of laughs and things that we noticed that we had in common. Everything is good by all accounts. Cool enough.
Mm-hmm.
After that date, we're texting some more, we're calling some more. But then one day, I get a text message that says, I think we should just remain neighbors. Fine, cool, no problem. But from that moment, I never responded. So she said, I think we should just stay neighbors. I didn't respond to that text. I
Mm.
didn't text her anymore after that. I didn't
Mm.
call her anymore after that.
Mm.
I really didn't see her because, again, I know you heard the word neighbors thrown in the story. We were neighbors, but it's not like we lived right next to each other. I didn't see her like that. I just knew she lived rather close to me in my vicinity. So I didn't see her. I didn't talk to her. I didn't call her. I didn't text her. I didn't do anything. She said, I think we should just stay neighbors. I left it alone.
Right.
I don't really talk to my neighbors, text my neighbors, call my neighbors. You said you want to be neighbors. I fell back. I laid back. I didn't do anything.
Makes sense. Makes sense so far.
Cool. Then one day, out of the blue, I get a text message. Um, Long story short, it says, I think your interactions with me are weird. It doesn't have to be. We went on a date. It was cool. We never had sex. But you're making everything weird. She goes on more to say that, I don't know. Long story short, that's what she said. I'm telling you, that's what she said.
Right.
So I'm looking at the text message and I'm reading. I'm like, I really don't know what you're referring to or what you're talking about at all. I haven't done anything weird. I didn't say anything to you. I didn't do anything. What are you referring to? I haven't seen you. I haven't talked to you. I haven't texted you. I haven't done anything. How have I made anything weird?
She's playing games. She's bored. This woman loves chaos. Let's talk about the sponsor of this channel, fathershaverights.com. Engaged and soon to be married men, a single prenup slip up can cost you tens of thousands later. Waiting until the last minute or signing under pressure are the mistakes that sink most agreements. My step-by-step guide at fathershaverights.com, built with expert attorneys James Sexton and the lead attorney, shows you exactly how to avoid every costly prenup mistake, all for the price of a couple of dinner dates. Tap the link pinned to the top of the comment section to safeguard your future and join the hundreds of soon-to-be husbands protecting their marriages the right way.
Is it weird that I just didn't respond to your text message that said we should be neighbors? Was I supposed to respond to that? Is that what was making it weird because I never responded? Because outside of that, there is nothing. There was no call, no text, no drive-by, no saying hello. I didn't see her. So what part was weird? The only thing I can think in my head is that she is saying it was weird that I didn't say, okay, or, oh, no, no, no.
Right.
We can be more than neighbors.
Right.
When she sent me the text message, I think we should stay neighbors. Was I responsible for responding to that? Should I said, okay, acknowledged, I got you, okay? Or no, 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 let's be more than neighbors. Is that part weird that I didn't respond? What is she talking about? I don't really want to ask her because I don't want to, but I'm just curious.
Well, it's because women will rarely run into, and it's this type of women, right, who love the back and forth. They rarely run into a man who just won't entertain the bullshit. It's the bullshit. She thinks you have time to ask all those questions, go back and forth, ask her, yes, why can't we be friends? And this is a chick who likes chaos, likes drama. And she thought maybe she could go back and forth with you. You guys would play this cat and mouse game. Or she thought that you would accept being friend zoned. At the end of the day, you saw the bullshit and you weren't willing to entertain the bullshit. In a lot of women's minds, two things happen. Number one, they're stumped because they don't run into that often. And then number two, that man's value in her eyes starts to go up. Think about it. And from her angle, because she's just chaotic, just acting on impulse. This is how people like this carry themselves through life. She's now thinking, wonder if he has a girlfriend. Did he talk to somebody else? What's going on? Now she's thinking, he's acting like there's something better to do than to chase me. That's what she's thinking. And this man made the right decision here. Let's check out a few of these comments. Top commenter says, sometimes silence is a response. They want you to chase. They want you to chase after them. They want you thirsty. Don't do it. Have some self-respect, as shown in this video.
Okay, so I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers yesterday, Maya Galore, and she does all things beauty, lifestyle, fashion, that kind of stuff, right? In her vlog, she talked about how she feels the men of this generation are just scared to approach her. Obviously she's successful. She presents herself very classy, very rich, luxury. That's the aesthetic that she has. And she recently went out with her friend. I think they went to some bar to like watch a football game or something, and she noticed so many men were staring at her, but none of them were bold enough to actually come over and approach her or come over and talk. I think the only guy, she said, that was bold enough to do something was like trying to summon her. So he made eye contact, and I think he was like gesturing her to come over, but she doesn't respond to that. But for the girls on here, do y'all relate to that? Do y'all ever feel like men are just afraid to approach you? Men are afraid to actually make a move. It's like, you know, they're staring, but they're just not bold enough to talk to you. And I definitely relate to that, because when I think back on the last, let's say 2-3 years, men just don't approach. And you could say, oh, well, maybe they just don't find you attractive. But like she said, sometimes you see them staring. It's like you see them staring, making constant eye contact with you. But it's like they're just not afraid to. I don't know. What's the cause of that? Are men intimidated? Because again, she does carry herself very rich, very well put together. Are they just intimidated by us? Are they just shy? Do they just lack initiative? Like, do we just have a generation of men that don't take initiative anymore? What's going on?
Next, somebody else here says, I agree with you, bro. What's left to discuss? Somebody else who says, no, you didn't do anything wrong. Here's another person who added, you did not have to respond to that. As a woman, no response is a response. I would have just went on with my life. Now her texting you that message is weird. She made it weird.
Stop telling me to go meet someone in the wild when I go in the wild and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come say hi. How many more times is that going to happen? How many more times am I going to be in the bar, playing pool, at the coffee shop, on a walk, and I will be staring down another person who is staring me down, smiling across the table, whatever, and you don't come say hi? Oh my gosh. What am I meant to do, you guys? Am I gonna have, like, we always have to make the first move or something? Because, like, oh my gosh.
Somebody else who says, continue to move in silence. You're good. You don't owe her a response. Here's somebody else that says, she wanted you to chase her. Exactly. Somebody else here added, I think that acknowledging with the okay or thumbs up would have been appreciated. However, her texting you with, let's just be neighbors, and then sometime later accusing you of being weird, sounds like she's the type to make a mountain out of a molehill and will get in her feelings if you don't oblige. Personally, I think it ended how it should have, and you don't owe her any kind of another explanation, and she should just let it go and move on.
Okay, unpopular opinion, but I get why men don't approach women in public anymore. Like, I get it. I've seen videos of men approaching women, and women can just be so rude. Like, I get if you have a boyfriend. I get if you're not interested. But, like, look out for us. Because that moment that you reject him in the worst way, it's just like he's never going to do it again. And I hate that for us.
Next comment here says, as an adult, some of us make dating complicated. A simple, I respect your wishes would have been fine. Gosh, what are you talking about? Why do you think that man owes you a response once you have pretty much said that you're no longer interested in him? And it's not like he was rude, right? If he said something along the lines of you fat whale or called her out or was disgusting, then I would say, okay, I could see where he maybe acted wrongly. But nah, I don't think there's anything wrong with this at all. Hey guys, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon to be married men, if you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link pinned to the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.